lot of us have this feeling there's something building up. It's creeping in on us. It's making us feel vulnerable or angry because our governments are failing us. But then people are responding to that. Neighbors are getting together, getting organized, get to know one another. This is a global movement. It's focusing on local solutions, but it's happening in your street.
It's the only thing that I've come across which incorporates water, energy, food, transport, waste and consumption. And if we don't tackle all of those, we can be doing a great job with our energy and then be blasting our ecological footprint.
That's our responsibility, it's not the government's responsibility. These are our houses, this is our sort of lifestyle, it's what we've developed. We've got a responsibility, I think, to really actually take this on and try and reduce that impact.
My name is Mick, I'm a journalist and I ask questions. We've been asking lots of questions here in the Sustainable Hour over the last 6 years, haven't we, Tony?
We have indeed.
About, what is it we're doing to our planet with all the plastic and the chemicals and the pollution and all the problems that there are at the moment piling up. And then when we talk with people, and we must have had 1,000 people in the studio coming through.
Yeah.
With 275 shows by now. But what we find whenever we talk with people is that, hey, the solutions are already here. And some people are, first movers and are, living that sort of carbon-free lifestyle. Mm. But the rest of us, we're still asking, but how do we do it?
I just want to show you that, because we're talking about water.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to launch a series where we go out and talk with people who are doing things with their own lives, changing and transforming how they live and trying to reduce their ecological footprint. And I chose to go out and talk with people from the Transition Street movement because that's really coming up strong here in Geelong. Lots of people are experimenting and neighbors are getting together and living out these solutions that we already have available to us.
This is a way of experiencing sustainability that it doesn't cost me anything, really. Living this way is at the core of my sense of happiness and fulfillment.
I don't need to fly. In fact, I've gone a step further. I said, at this stage I'm consulting and I've said, well, if I can cycle to you, you can be my client. But if I can't cycle to you, you can't be my client.
Each one of us comes away with something, an idea or often stuff that we've made, but there's always something that you leave and all of us always feel really happy when we leave.
Cheers. Cheers.
I think we need to start getting serious about, like we talk about food security, why not actually grow the food in the city? Wouldn't that be revolutionary? That creates community, that creates much better outcomes.
No one seems to know each other very much along the street anymore, and I want to bring everyone together and have that sense of community again.
The aim of this series is to provide video images of people that are actually working on solutions, and that makes it much more accessible for all of us.
Exactly. Yeah. So I've been out asking people, how do you do it? I've been talking with all these first movers, all these change makers, all the people, the doers in this city who are a little bit up front and are experimenting and finding out how to live a more sustainable, a more ecological lifestyle.
So there's 10 films?
So we'll be doing 10 segments at least for a beginning.
Yep.
So that more people can get inspired. Because I really think if we want to solve the big problem with the climate crisis, we need to talk about what each and every one of us are doing as individuals. Yep. In Denmark, we have a saying, you got to sweep in front of your own door first. And I think that's a precondition for what we talk about with climate change. That we start talking about how we transform and how we transition our own lifestyles first of all.